99.3 Nigeria Info Lagos. Good morning to you. Welcome to Dailies today, the second part. It's 7:31 from our studios. I'm Sheriff Quadry.
And I'm Jimi. Disu. Good morning.
Righty, you can watch this show on Facebook and on YouTube. That's right. Just search for Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook, ditto YouTube, and then you can watch and drop your comment. Let's start. Page 26 of the Vanguard is where we are picking up from. Shatima to APC, PDP, ADC, NNPP. We are all one.
Thank you, Sheriff. This gladdened my heart this morning when I saw the story that at least we have somebody within the presidency who is behaving quite well in public. And remember that a vice president is a potential president in the waiting. It might look insignificant now, but if you remember the story of Jonathan, you know that you better keep your eyes on a vice president. He jolly well could end up becoming president one day if care is not taken. And I'm glad that he was at an event. It was yesterday at the unveiling of the book OPL 245, the inside story of the $1.3 billion Nigerian oil block, written by Mr. Mohammed Adoke SAN, who was the former Minister of Justice. And it was a gathering of all kinds of political people. And he kept stressing that, look, and that is the way we expect a leader to speak. That, look, at the end of the day, we are all one. What has brought us together is much more than what is dividing us. Those are the kind of comforting things you like to hear in public, and it reduces tension. And I wish that all others will take a leaf from him. You understand what I'm saying? I hope they will take a leaf from him. In his acknowledgement of protocol, Shetima recognized most of the dignitaries. Protocol, I'd like to recognize Sheriff, I'd like to recognize most of dignitaries, men who were of different political persuasions. And he said, the game changer, is he still around? He was teasing somebody. He said, no, the game changer has left. But the enfant terrible of the Nigerian Governors Club, hate him, love him, but you can't ignore him. Nasiru El-Rufai. That was beautiful. And I saw the video where it happened. That was beautiful. People who see this, I find it, look, you can compete, you can struggle, whatever, but it's not a matter of war. And it was nice. It was nice to see. And he said that you can't ignore him, Nasser El-Rufai. And he said, so many dignitaries which reflects the eclectic crowd of friends that Adoke maintains. We have PDP, that's him talking. We have new PDP. We have coalition heavily represented by my elder brother, Malam El-Rufai. We have the NNPP, APP, APC. But this is a reflection and this is a kaleidoscope of colors. Then he said, what binds us together surpasses whatever that divides us. Former IGP MD Abubakar is a PDP man. Okay, let me say sympathetic to PDP. We are all one. I have the best of relationship with him in spite of our minor political differences. And of course, Senator Dagash, are you in ADC or APC or PDP? He released a lot of tension in that place, and I don't think this should go
smart, very smart.
Unnoticed. Very smart. The spokespersons need to take a cue from this and not build on duty. It's not an offense for somebody to compete with you, and it doesn't call for abuse, if you ask me. Say what you want to say, and let the other people say his, and let the people decide. That's the second story.
Yes, indeed. And I also would like to join you in also extending that particular courtesy that the vice president dished out to his colleagues yesterday, to their supporters as well, who would abuse their brothers, their friends, their family members even, because they belong to different political parties.
It's the supporters I sympathize with the most, because what some of them do have moved around with I don't want to use the words of my colleague who said that, he has been with the high and mighty. but I've moved around with police. I don't know how that is an achievement to be with the high and mighty. But second base, I've moved around with politicians of opposite sides. Yes, opposite sides. When we meet at social parties, you need to see what's going on. The supporters are out there, they're busy sharing a bottle of beer. They don't get it. That is why you must support. You can show your support for a politician or a political party must be on point of principle. And it cannot be a bread and butter matter. But that we can have a whole lecture on that. And that's to the younger people. I still tell them, I see most of them on YouTube and whatever, abusing everybody in sight. Meanwhile, look, I remember, during the June 12 crisis, what happened? It was rumored that the children of the two opposite sides were even dating each other, playing polo together. I don't know. And the Nigerian youth has to put on his thinking cap. You can support somebody on point of principle. I have no problem with that. But when you put your reputation on the line, just because of little bread and butter, go find something else to do. Go find something else to do.
We're going to move on. Do you want to add something?
No, I'm not. That's enough.
Okay. Let's move on. If not for Tinubu, Buhari wouldn't have won APC primary, the presidency. That story is on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper.
My God. The senior, which one is this now? Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media, Temitope Ajayi. Sorry? Temitope Ajayi has stated that former President Buhari would not have secured the APC ticket without the pivotal support of President Bola Tinubu. That's a given now. What's the argument about? What the former Secretary of Government was talking about was the referral to the fact that with the president taking 100% responsibility. And he said, no, Buhari was not, he can't take 100%, and that is a given. But Buhari is not a pushover, so where is the argument coming from? Why can't these people find something better to do with their time? What is the argument coming from? He says Ajayi's remarks follow comments made by former Past Secretary, Government of Federation, Boss Mustafa, during a book authored by Malam Garba Shehu. At the event, Mustafa had said that, listen to what Mustafa said that is bringing about this argument. Listen carefully. Listen, he says, Mustafa had said no single individual was responsible for Buhari's emergence, which is a given. No single individual could take that. So the gentleman who said boastfully that he was the one, that's not the way it is. And that's just it's a simple fact. Maybe if we now want to put it in percentages, we can say that, President Tinubu added more impetus than the other or whatever. But Buhari himself was not a pushover. And that's all there is to it. I still think the media team of the president, they really need to tidy up. This is completely ridiculous. Because it even shows that the gentleman, Mr. Ajayi, didn't quite understand what Boss Mustafa said. Is it controversial? Can you argue that one single person?
I was going to ask that if there was any conversation in this at all in the first place. Like, should we be having this conversation?
Cannot claim that he won even his own election by himself.
It's an election.
He cannot say that I won the election by myself. No. And I don't know where the argument is coming from. Now they make this program sweet now. So they should bring more. But we just like to correct, because there are children that are listening to us, and if as adults we can't see the simple logic in anything, then it's a big pity.
We're going to...
But wait, this thing sweet now. Why did Boss Mustafa have to say this? There must have been some political intrigues embedded in it.
Yeah, I suppose that he found finally he found the opportunity to address what happened during during campaign time in 2023. You know, when the president was talking about how, you know, Buhari Lule first time, Lule second time, you know.
No, I think you and well, I think you know that public speaking is not one of the president's attributes, and I think this sensitivity is also coming up because it appears that within the APC there is a crack between the CPC people
and the APC
and the AC people, ACN people. There's a crack. Of course, you know, part of the leaders of the pack of the CPC are El Rufai and so on and so forth. And so it appears that crack is manifesting. Somebody was arguing with me this morning that she was telling me that he's cocksure that President Tinubu will win the election in 2027. And I said, nope. He might not.
I think it's too early to be sure of anything.
Well, even if you are going to judge by parameters, and I then spoke to the person about look at the frustration even amongst Nigerians, and she was arguing that, well, it is worldwide. I said Nigeria's own is different because our leaders are not in sync. Okay, and so on and so forth. But you see, politicians can, for example, I have it on good record from some of the powers that be in Akwa Ibom that the governor's movement is on his own. Ditto for Delta. But it's a nice development that but I'm not taking any bet with anybody.
Yeah,
I'm not doing permanent. What was the word in pools now? Permanent 10 from 8. I'm not doing all that. This time around, let us wait and see. You can't say anything until the last moment. But that was a very nice interview we had with
Jide. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, you can go watch that video again, that interview again on YouTube. I mean, you would love the chat. It was an excellent guest.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Let's go pick up the Vanguard page 10. 2027 PDP won't field Northerner for president. Bode George.
Bode should leave this. This is where I disagree with Uncle Bode, who I love so much. The issue confronting Nigeria now is not about Northerner or Southerner. I think the issue that concerns Nigerians, I'm not saying the politicians, is who will save this country. And God knows my heart. If you can wake up somebody like Julius Nyerere from Tanzania to come run this country for 4 years, I'd really well vote for him. All these tribal issues, I don't know what at the end of the day, yes, I concede that we are what we are. Sometimes I concede that, yes, there must be a balance. But to put it down, so are we going to say that if we had a spectacular Northerner who could run the country, we'll turn our backs on him because he's a Northerner? But like I said, leave the politicians to solve their problem. You keep your eyes open. I remember he said that the PDP would not field. He didn't say that Nigerians would not vote for a Northerner. He says the PDP would not field a Northerner. I think Okubode should be praying that there will be a PDP by 2027 that will even be presenting a candidate for the presidency. Well, guess what? I think I'll even bring him to the studio maybe next week. Let's see what's going on in his mind. But he said this yesterday. He said this yesterday at a gathering. I spoke at a meeting held by the Lagos State chapter of the PDP to celebrate what they described as the party's restoration. Has the PDP been restored?
I don't know. I don't know.
What did Lulele go? I'm telling you. Their governorship candidate has gone back to where he came from. So I don't know.
I really don't know. Oh, interesting. I mean, I would love PDP to.
See,
to really live up to their name.
I've always been and I've fought. I'm very open about the things that I've done. I've fought openly for a virile PDP in Lagos. Not so much that I want to dislodge the APC, but that you must put them on the tender. You must put them under pressure. And see what happened after the last elections now. The APC seems to have picked up. They must be under pressure. That's what brings about the balance. Let the politicians settle themselves. We want a government that works. For me, to be very honest with you, when it comes to the issue of parties and elections, at the end of the day, I want that. After all, it's the APC that produces the likes of Fashola. It's the APC that produced Sanwo-Olu, who was able to now put on his best on his second coming after the attention of the powers that be have been moved upstairs. You understand? So it's not. Sheriff, we should put you up for governorship.
Who? Me?
But you must bring returns to Baba. That's
who is the Baba in this context now?
You don't worry. At the appropriate time, you will know.
Okay. We're going to go pick up this story here on the business page of the Punch newspaper. Quite an interesting story, actually. I saw it last night. I was like, what's this man saying? NNPC refineries may never work again. Dangote.
I don't think Aliko Dangote, I don't think it's from a prepared speech. I think he just said it off the cuff.
Yeah.
But the implications are far and wide. This is the story. And the story itself is embedded on page 23. If you didn't look out for it, you wouldn't see it. It says that Aliko Dangote has doubted the possibility of the state-owned Port Harcourt, Warri, and Kaduna refineries functioning again, which means that they are dead. In spite of what this government said, all the money spent, all the propaganda, the celebration, the commissioning, the flag off, and everything, the three refineries are dead. And what did Dangote say? And he should know because he has a refinery.
Right.
He says, Dangote also stated the refineries which are under the management of NNPC had gobbled up to, hold on to your chair, $18 billion. $18 billion, yet have refused to work. Dangote spoke on Thursday while hosting members of the Global CEO Africa from the Lagos Business School after a tour of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery in Lagos. According to Dangote, the 650,000 capacity Dangote Refinery, which he built after the government of Yar'Adua aborted his acquisition of the government refineries, now has over 50% of his output dedicated to PMS, saying that even government refineries committed just 25% of their production to petrol. This is a very, very sad development. I'm surprised that the newspapers have not put it on front page. Which paper is this? Punch,
That's
Business
Punch.
and Economy. Yeah, I think the Punch, they need to whip their editor into line. This is front page news. It's hidden on page 23. He should know. So we are saying that we have put $18 billion.
18 billion.
We have put it in a container and thrown it down the ocean. Should the EFCC and whichever authorities now not be looking into where this money is? You see, okay, today's Friday. Let me expand. Let's go to the next story. But these things nauseate you, and we are so $18 billion. Do you know what that could do for any country? And I wonder why we never really wanted to let go of these refineries. And we keep saying we are doing turnover, we are doing.
Or why can't we make it work?
No, we can't. I think that is something that you and I know, close to about 20-something years ago, that the government cannot run any enterprise. That's why these new states that are celebrating the airlines, I just look at them and I laugh.
Just give them some time.
I just look at them and I laugh. So everybody is clapping. Oh, our state has a new airline. They park the plane. People go. And I look, and just like government cannot do business in this country.
And isn't that scary?
It's scary, but we know who we are. I don't know how, in my right mind, I will put government in charge of any enterprise, commercial enterprise. Oniensi, look, what I'm supposed to be speaking English.
I completely forgot.
I forgot. I've even forgotten.
I didn't even hear that.
Look at a whooping $18 billion. 18 billion. 2 years must not hear this one. $18 billion.
Yeah.
So where's the money?
Over time, government after government. And mind you, we borrowed most of these monies.
Yes, now. So I think I should somebody should snap this and take it to Obi. Let's hear what he might have to say about this.
No, it's disheartening. It's disheartening. Let's go take the Daily Trust. Page 10 of the Trust has a story here. Senate removes Natasha as Diaspora Committee Chair.
I wonder why Akpabio is doing this. I think some people are giving him the wrong advice, in all honesty. And if care is not taken, that is talking from their own side, Natasha is going to come out like a heroine if care is taken, the way these things are going. Why don't you just keep quiet about such things, at the very least till she comes back? Then you can reshuffle the committees and you can throw her out. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is somebody who was supposed to have come back yesterday. We don't know. By the time the CTC comes and this and that and that and this, she might be reinstated. Very quickly, you remove her as the Diaspora Committee Chairman. I don't know why we do these things. So the story is that on Thursday, Apoti Dwagan was removed as chairman of Senate Committee on Diaspora and Non-Government Organizations. She was replaced with Senator Nneka Mbasi from Akwa Ibom, where the Senate President hails from. Sometimes we look at these things critically, just like the gentleman who is the administrator in Rivers State did. Okay. And he announced this on Thursday during plenary without stating the reason for the action. That's even worse. You've left it to speculation. Recall that Natasha was the chairperson Senate Committee on Local Content before she was removed from that position and appointed chairperson for the Committee on Diaspora and NGOs.
Well, so let's quickly move on to page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper. Customs intercepts 10,603 male donkey genitals.
I'm amazed. Can somebody help us here? Because when I saw this story is not just in the Vanguard, it's in the Punch and it's in the Trust that the customs intercepted 10,603 male donkey genitals, which means that 10,603 donkeys have been killed. The question I want to ask anybody who can advise me on is, what do you do with the donkey's male genitals?
I have no idea.
Can you use it as a transplant?
No, I don't think so.
Can you? Sometimes they say they can take the heart of a pig and put it in a human being. So I'm wondering whether you can take the heart of a male donkey and use it.
These ones have even these ones they are gone. They can't even use this type. So, yeah.
So what are they done with? The Controller General, Mr. Adeni, disclosed at the briefing that the consignment was intercepted along the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway. Was it dried? Was it fresh? Can't our people ask these questions? What do they use this genitals from? You want to guess?
No, I don't want to.
And the Customs General said that it's not an isolated incident. Over the past 12 months, the Special Wildlife Office, I didn't even know you had a wildlife office, has uncovered and disrupted multiple illicit wildlife trafficking operations across the country. Noteworthy amongst this is the recovery of 6 African grey parrots. I know these are world protected animals because they're going extinct, and the arrest of 1 suspect on the 10th of December 2024. In another operation, 2 live pangolins. Oh, Willie Thomas, my good friend, he was part of the movement trying to preserve pangolins. He was one. I didn't know what a pangolin is, to be honest with you, until he introduced me to that. May he so rest in peace. That is Willie Thomas. And 5 Mona monkeys. I wonder what Mona monkeys look like. 2 Tantalus monkeys and 1 baby baboon. And an African grey parrot were intercepted at the airport. We need to be educated on some of these animals. I mean, so you don't go and put one animal in your house and then you're arrested by police or customs. In a separate operation, 1 suspect was arrested in the Ecom area of Cross River in connection with seizures of 213 parrot heads.
What's going on?
If they arrest the heads, what will happen to the rest of the body?
I mean, what?
6 eagle heads and 128 hornbill heads and other exotic species. I can understand if they were arrested with these animals.
Yeah.
But with the body parts, Kurubeni.
So where are they moving them to? Where they do Kurube?
Oh, maybe there's a worldwide. Do you know that there's Kurube all over the world? Do you know that area, that St. Lucia area that the president visited, all those Jamaica, those sides, Haiti, Congo, there's very strong Kurube there. You've forgotten that Haiti was where you had voodoo with Papa Doc and so on and so forth.
Haiti even claimed that
there's Kurube everywhere. There's Kurube in the Middle East. One of the presidential candidates that we have, he has his marabouts from that area.
Are those things real though? I
don't know, but I have to test one of them on you. Kurube is worldwide. People talk about witches even in the UK.
Yeah.
But there's some concentration in certain areas. India, Kurube and Lee.
7 p.m. Don't knack, na yellow clock be that.
Yes, so better don't come as the MTN Mega Billion promo don't land and your number fit win up to 5 million naira jackpot every Monday to Friday and up to 10 million naira jackpot every Saturday.
Just dial star 900 hash to join and recharge your MTN line before 5 p.m. every day. Make you for increase your entries. The more you recharge, the more entries you go get and increase your chances of winning.
Oh yeah, recharge now and stand a chance to win. Oh, now September 16th promo go finish.
Oh, carry last oh. Your number fit win inside the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Oh yeah, go recharge now. Come make a difference with the MTN Mega Billion promo. Your number
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.